Hey everybody, we're back. It's me with Dr. Jacqueline again. For those of you that don't know, I'm doing her marketing. She's owner of the Wellness Trinity. She's a naturopath and she's awesome. So today we're going to be talking about CBD oil. So why did you get into CBD? What exactly made you start using CBD?
So as many of you guys all know probably at this point, CBD is something that's really a big buzzword in the market. Mm-hmm. And I knew that it was something I needed to look into because of that. And even just to know why everyone's talking about it. And even before that, actually, I had a situation where I was encouraged to do my research on cannabis and the benefits of that. And I realized because at first I was really against the whole idea of cannabis, mm-hmm. and just the stigma about it. And then when I started looking into it and the health benefits, I realized it was an herb just like any other herb.
And then just for people, maybe I'm just going to interject real quick. Because I didn't use CBD for a long time just because of that. Because I was like, oh, well, it's from marijuana and you're going to get high. But no, you don't get high. So maybe you want to just...
Yeah, so cannabis has two strains. So we have, or two plants. There's a hemp plant and there's also the marijuana plant. Mm-hmm. So... they're different. They're sister and brother plants, but they're not the same. They're not exactly the same. They're both underneath cannabis, though. So marijuana is going to have way more THC in it. If you use something like a CBD product, it's not going to have much CBD at all. I mean, THC. So THC is the property that gets you high. Mm-hmm. So, but it just kind of led into my curiosity about CBD, the benefits of it and all that, just because I had already done my research about just cannabis and marijuana, medical uses for marijuana. And like I said, I just realized it was an herb just like any other herb, and mm-hmm. it was something to be respected and used for medicinal purposes, and used appropriately in that way. And also, if people are going to use it, then use it in a good form, mm-hmm. just like any other thing. All my supplements are all food nutrients, because I believe that that's what we need. We're not lacking a pharmaceutical, or we're not lacking, a synthetic even supplement. We need food nutrients. Mm-hmm. That's what our body needs to be healthy and balanced. So, anyway, so I'm not I don't really prefer marijuana myself. But I did know there was something about the CBD. So I looked into it, I researched it, and I came across a colleague, and her business is called Garden Infusions. So that's the one that I carry.
This is some good stuff, you guys.
Yeah. Really so she's a local source here in Henderson, and I got to know her. I hosted some events with her, and then I realized finally it was time to start using them. And I heard enough testimonies from her and just extreme things that we can't even mention here on the video. But
what's been one of your personal testimonies, like with your clients?
Well, I just had one recently. This guy couldn't wait to come in to see me, and he was having all kinds of anxiety challenges for about a month. And he just even one day he couldn't wait, and I couldn't see him that day. But I told him, hey, why don't you come in and I'll give you some CBD, and I'm thinking hopefully that works. I mean, I know it's anti-anxiety, but this guy's going through a lot, and I haven't even looked at any of his blood or mm-hmm. any of the other tests that we do yet. So I told him, go home, take 3 drops. If you feel like you need more, go ahead and take more, and just keep taking more until you feel like your anxiety has gone away. So he goes home and takes 3 drops, and he starts crying because he's like, oh my gosh, I'm back to normal now. Mm-hmm. So it was really rewarding. I got to see him the next day. He had a smile on his face, and he was ready to know what else that he needed to tackle. Because the thing is that people have these underlying issues because there's root causes. Mm-hmm. And so some of the reasons why I really like CBD is because it does tackle those root challenges. And so a lot of my clients now are realizing that a lot of the protocols that I suggest for them have it as some type of foundation. Mm-hmm. And some of the reasons are because, one, people's adrenals are really stressed out, and even if we don't necessarily feel stressed, or maybe you feel like you're not as stressed as the next person, we're under a lot of stress because of just living in the world, and it's full of toxins. and even just with these lights that we're under right now, in front of the camera and with all the Wi-Fi around us. So there's a lot of EMS that we're dealing with, and that alone is stressing us out, let alone all the other toxic chemicals and things in the environment. So our adrenals are not very happy at this point in day and age. So this is a great way, again, CBD is a great way to just be able to balance the adrenals and calm them down so that somebody can detox properly.
And you guys, just on a personal note, like this stuff has been a godsend for me. Anytime I feel like anxiety coming on, I just take a couple drops and it's gone. So
yeah, and the thing is, it balances the body out. So that's why, I mean, we're not made to be anxious and like this all the time. And so I'm sure some of you guys feel like that inside, whether you're showing it or not. I talked to a bunch of you. Some of you guys are really good at hiding it. Others maybe not, but whether you're good at hiding it or not, it doesn't, you know, we still feel the anxiety sometimes, and life can be stressful, but it's, some of it is, even though life is stressful, sometimes it's just magnified because our body is just imbalanced. Sorry. They can wait. You guys are more important at the time. Although it's on my computer now. Let me just turn that off. Hold on. Okay. So the other reasons why I like it too is it's very antifungal. So when I look at people's blood under the microscope and doing live blood analysis, or nutritional microscopy is what some people call it, you can see a lot of fungus and candida type of issues in there. So it's a good...
Like mine.
Mine was
bad.
You don't have to be completely honest with everything, but if you want to, you can.
Okay.
But anyway, I mean, it's not really a bad thing to admit anyway, because for the most part, everybody has a challenge with it. So, you know, it's about kind of discovering why is there a challenge with it. And a lot of people realize candida is a problem, but people don't realize that maybe it could be a problem because of the toxins in the environment again, the chemicals, the heavy metals. They do a hair mineral analysis, so we can figure out what type of heavy metals people are dealing with. So CBD is very good at pulling out heavy metals as well. So these are the reasons why people are imbalanced, and the fact that it's able to get rid of fungus and those type of issues, and also heavy metals. It's dealing with root causes, and that's what we need to deal with if we want to balance our body. So,
all right. Well, thank you, Dr. Jacqueline. Appreciate it. And everybody, every Tuesday, you're going to get videos from us. We're going to start doing lives eventually. But just if you have any questions, contact her, contact me. You can find her on the Wellness Trinity. She's got a podcast. It's the Wellness Trinity as well, right?
It's on iTunes and also on YouTube right now. I'm trying to get it on Spotify in my spare time, if I can find that time. I will get it on Spotify so you guys can all see it.
You can find her at the Wellness Trinity on all the social media channels. Look her up on Facebook. I'll have a link under the video, like all her information. Contact me, contact her, and let's get you feeling better.
Yeah, and also if you guys have questions or you want us to talk about anything specific, go ahead and just comment down there and just let us know what it is you want to learn about. We're here to educate the community and really help you figure out why you're not feeling good, or why your mood is off, why you can't get pregnant. You know, I deal a lot with fertility challenges too, and even in this wellness center that we're in right now, there's all kinds of, we have midwives, we have all kinds of people dealing with fertility, and before, during, after. And so I would say my part in that is trying to help you figure out why you can't get pregnant to begin with, or maybe even challenges you might have afterwards, like postpartum. But nonetheless, let us know what your challenges are and what you'd love to learn about.
All right. Thank you. We'll talk to you later, guys.